What is going on, everybody? I'm your host, Juice Wayne, and in today's video, we're going to be talking The Batman and possible actors that are being sought after for roles in Matt Reeves' The Batman movie. Starting with the first person that is being sought after for a role is John David Washington, and you might have seen him in BlacKkKlansman. That was a movie that got a lot of praise. I believe it got nominated for an Oscar, or it might have got nominated in various different things, but I believe it got a lot of hype. I personally haven't got to see it, but it was a movie that I was interested in seeing. I just haven't had the time to get around to it. Anyways, the article is saying that Matt Reeves is paying close attention to John David Washington for a role in the new Caped Crusader film. They do state in the article that there are no formal talks at the moment between the actor and the production studio or Matt Reeves or anybody, but they do state that one of the names that they are hearing that he could possibly play in the movie is Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face. Personally, I can't say if this is a good fit or not because I haven't seen Washington in anything. Again, I really need to go watch BlacKkKlansman to see what his acting skills are like, but everybody says he's pretty awesome, and I should point out that he's actually one of the lead roles in Christopher Nolan's next film, Tenet, which also co-stars freaking Robert Pattinson, who is going to be Batman in this Matt Reeves film. So like I've said in the past, if Christopher Nolan thinks somebody is good enough to be in one of his films, they're definitely good enough for me because Christopher Nolan is one of the best directors alive right now. Anyways, I think John David Washington could be really cool, especially if he has chemistry with Robert Pattinson and he plays somebody like Two-Face or anybody else in this film, because we could also have Firefly. I don't know, maybe they want to go with the Penguin route. I don't really know because we haven't had any castings, but there's supposed to be a bunch of villains in this film and there's no telling who he could play. I mean, he could play just some random person. He could play Lucius Fox, or he could play maybe a mobster. We don't really know because there's so much that we don't know about this film, and I think it's going to be kept under wraps for a long time. But anyways, let's jump to the next names that have been rumored to be joining the Batman cast. The next two actors are people I have definitely seen in things before, and that is Jamie Foxx and Giancarlo Esposito. Of course, Jamie Foxx has been in a whole bunch of movies that I've seen, and Espinosa, I know him from Breaking Bad fame, or he did have a small cameo in the movie, or I shouldn't say the movie, the show I was gonna say Bad Boys. I meant freaking The Boys over on Amazon Prime, which is a really good show. If you haven't seen it, you could check it out. But do not watch that around people or in public because, man, that show's crazy. Unless you're watching it with people that enjoy that show too, maybe, then, but yeah, but you know what I mean. It's a crazy show. According to the article, it says they are up for a major role in Matt Reeves' The Batman movie, and they are on a short list of actors. Character details for the role remain under wraps, with Riddler being one possibility. It's unknown if Reeves has met with Foxx or Espinosa yet. So now things are getting pretty interesting here because you would assume a major role is one of the 6 villains that have been announced, or I should say rumored or whatever, because of course until we see this we won't get confirmation. But if you don't remember who those characters were, it was Riddler, Catwoman, Firefly, Penguin, and in other reports, it has been Two-Face and Mad Hatter. That is 6 villains right there from Batman's Rogues Gallery, who these guys could play. And we know with WB, they don't care about a character's race or origin from the comic books. They just want the best people to play those parts. So these guys could play anything, maybe even Catwoman. That's a joke, but you know that freaking part is reserved for Isa Gonzalez, nobody else, although I did see Hobbs and Shaw recently, and Vanessa Kirby would totally be okay as Catwoman, but it's for Isa Gonzalez, who is also in that movie, by the way, and she plays the thief, and she was only in it for a little bit, but I think she's perfect. So they got a shot at 5 other roles, it looks like. But yeah, I don't really know. I'm very interested to see who... I can't see Jamie Foxx as the Riddler. I know Foxx has done comedy and stuff before, but I just don't see him as the Riddler. Although if they wanted to go with Espinosa as the Riddler, I feel like he doesn't fit the age range. I feel like he'd be a lot older than Batman, so I just feel like it wouldn't go right. But I could see him being the Riddler if they were trying to change it up. I was talking to my friend Clay about this, and what if they're actually not playing one of the big 6 characters, but they're playing somebody else that could be a major role in this movie, and it's like a mob boss. Somebody like, you know, Falcone or Maroni, could even be like Rupert Thorne from the Batman the Animated Series. Could even be Zuko, the guy that actually kills the parents of Richard Grayson. Oh, wow, I can't believe I said Rich. Well, technically his name is Richard, but we know him as Dick Grayson. We try not to say Rich in this household because freaking we don't want Rick Grayson name besmirched or whatever. Sorry, if you're not reading the comic books right now, they're calling freaking Dick Grayson Rick Grayson, and it just makes everybody mad. Also, I totally used besmirched wrong, or I said the wrong name. I know what I did. Anyways, these are the names of actors that have been thrown out there for possible roles in Matt Reeves' The Batman movie. Now, I do want to point out that these are all men of color, and they could all be up for the same role. This isn't the first time that, you know, Geeks Worldwide has put out a report out there. They did do this with the Batman, actually, where they had a wish list of what they thought the studio was looking for in Batman. Now, I do want to point out that 2 of the 5 names that they had on their list actually were people that read for the Batman movie. Of course, it ended up going to Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson was not on this list, and that's not any fault to these guys. They even say in the article that they couldn't confirm any of these names, so they listed this as a rumor, but they still got 2 out of the 5. So it's not the first time that they haven't thrown a bunch of names out there for an actual role in the Batman. So it's very possible that these 3 men could be going after the same role, and one of them is going to get it, whether that be Two-Face, Riddler, or whatever. We don't really know, because there's so many freaking villains and so many roles that need to be filled in this movie. Like I said, we still have Lucius Fox. Is there going to be a Lucius Fox? How's Batman going to get all his gadgets? Maybe one of them's going to be Bullock, if they're going to have Gordon and Bullock. We don't really know where Matt Reeves is going with this movie. He said it's going to be the most comic book accurate Batman, or at least that's what he's going to try to do. So, I mean, the freaking possibilities are endless. What I will say is I think all 3 of these actors are too big for Firefly, so if you're thinking like, maybe they'll pay Firefly, I really don't think that, unless Firefly is going to be a big main character in this. I just don't see it. I think they would be going after Riddler or Two-Face. To be honest, I just don't see them wasting the talents of these main badass actors on somebody like Firefly. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to bring you this news about possible actors that could be joining the Batman, and I want to get your thoughts on these actors. Who do you think they're going to play in the comment sections down below? Guys and gals, if you haven't seen any of my videos lately, please go check them out. I've been posting a good amount of them. You're just not watching. But yeah, if you can go give those some views, there's some really cool information there. Go check those out. Give them a like if you love them. Even give them a like if you hate them, because consider it a good act of kindness for the day. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you are loving the content on this channel, please hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any bat-tastic content on this channel. But as always, I am your host, Juice Wayne. Remember, when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself something. Have a daily dose of juice. See you guys next time.